Hello!
Hi everybody!
We're gonna talk about
Plagiarism.
I'm Stephanie Escalier.
I'm Daniela Gutierrez.
And I'm Rosa Ibarra.
Hello! Well, what is plagiarism? Many people think of plagiarism like copying or using another person's work, but it's not that simple. According to the Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary, to plagiarize means to steal and pass off the ideas or words of another as one's own, to use another's production without crediting the source, to commit literally theft, to present as new and original an idea or product derived from an existing source. So, in other words, plagiarism is an act of fraud. But can words and ideas really be stolen? According to US law, yes. They are protected by copyright laws and intellectual property. All the following are considered plagiarism, like turning in someone else's words as your own, copying words, copying so many words from a source that it makes the majority of your work, whether you give credit or not. Most calls of plagiarism can be avoided. However, by citing the source, we have to learn how to cite. What about image, videos, and music? Using an image, a piece of music, a video, in a work you have produced it without the permission, it's plagiarism. You have to cite the source. So, maybe we need to give some examples. Here's the original text from page 1 of Lizzie Borden, A Case Book of Family and Crime in the 1890s, by George Williams et al. The rise of industry, the growth of cities, and the expansion of the population were the three great developments of late 19th century American history. As new, larger steam-powered factories became a feature of the American landscape in the East, they transformed farmhands into industrial labor and provide jobs for a rising tide of immigrants. With industry came urbanization, the growth of large cities like Fall River, Massachusetts, where the Borens lived, which became the centers of production as well as of commerce and trade. Here's an unacceptable purpose that is plagiarism. The increase of industry, the growth of cities, and the explosion of the population were three large factors of 19th century America. As steam drive companies became more visible in the eastern part of the country, they changed farmhands into factory workers and provide jobs for the large wave of immigrants. With industry came the growth of large cities like Fall River, where the Borers lived, which turned into centers of commerce and trade as well as production. The preceding passage is considered plagiarism for two reasons. The writer has only changed around a few words and phrases or changed the orders of the original sentence. The writer has failed to cite the source for any of the ideas or facts. If you do either of both of these things, you are plagiarizing.
On the World Wide Web. The World Wide Web has become a popular source of information for students' papers, and many questions have arisen about how to avoid plagiarizing their sources. In most cases, the same rules apply as for a printed source. When you refer to ideas or quotes from www site, you must cite that source. Once on the World Wide Web, every original piece of writing, photography, and the like are exposed to innumerable copy-pasting machines with people who put in nauseous amounts of alacrity and make sure that they meticulously craft to perfection somebody else's creativity. Copyright violation cases are hardly ever evoked, and even if they are the pursuits of the crime called plagiarism, are well aware that saying something as petty as intellectually worked through the entire process of laws and courts are a thing of the imaginary world. In the day and during the night, people brazenly show their middle fingers to the laws of copyright violation and get away scot-free. Not only are the victims not here too, most of the times chances are that they don't even know what has happened with their pieces of creativity. Written dailies, unheard of websites, and personal blogs, everybody appears on the radar of the thieves and the victims. The ubiquitous mantra of Control plus C and Control plus V has turned alive in a flick of a magic wand into a dark, shoddy place where stolen material is passed off somebody's authentic creation. Nobody cares and nobody bothers to listen, as long as an article invokes some sort of feelings in the mind. Why should I really dig deep into the recess of the creation background? There is something and get over it. Nothing else matters. With a blessing called the World Wide Web, life has undoubtedly become a lot easier, but the complications ring loudly and clearly, a death knee of creativity. What Microsoft Word alone couldn't have done, the World Wide Web made possible. Plagiarism is something as acceptable as an act of reading, as important as it, and as necessary. Millions of companies would go bankrupt without the boon called copy-paste, and a handful would. Perhaps to the realm of the original. At the advent of the web-based companies, the designation of copywriters have overshadowed possibly every other designation. I wonder if the first world was created with its many meanings in mind.
Strategies for avoiding plagiarism. Put in quotations everything that comes directly from the text, especially when taking notes. Paraphrase, but be sure you're not just rearranging or replacing a few words. Instead, read over what you want to paraphrase carefully. Cover up the text with your hand or close it to the text so you can see anything. And so aren't tempted to use the text as a guide. Write out the idea in your own words without speaking. Check your paraphrase against the original text to be sure you have not accidentally used the same phrases or words, and that the information is accurate. Terms you need to know. Common knowledge. Facts that can be found in numerous places and are likely to be known by a lot of people. Example. John F. Kennedy was elected President of the United States in 1960. This is generally known information. You do not need to document this fact. However, you must document facts that are not generally known and ideas that interpret facts. Example. According to the American Family Leave Coalition's new book, Family Issues and Congress, President Bush's relationship with Congress has inherent family leave legislation. The idea that Bush's relationship with Congress has injured family leave legislation is not a fact but an interpretation. Consequently, you need to cite your source. Quotation. Using someone's words. When you quote, place the passage you're using in quotation marks and document the source according to a standard documentation style. The following example uses the modern language association style. Example. According to Peter S. Pritchard in USA Today, public schools need reform, but they are irreplaceable in teaching all the nation's young. Paraphrase. Using someone's ideas, but putting them in your own words. This is probably the skill you will use most when incorporating sources into your grade, although you use your own words to paraphrase. You must still acknowledge the source of the information. Plagiarism, what it is, and how to avoid it. In college courses, we are continually engaging with other people's ideas. We read them in text, hear them in lecture, discuss them in class, and incorporate them into our own writing. As a result, it's very important that we give credit where it is due. Plagiarism is using other ideas and words without clearly acknowledging the source of that information.
Avoid plagiarism. You must give credit whenever you use another person's idea, opinion, or theory
Any fact, a statistic graph, drawings, any piece of information that are not common knowledge, quotation of another person's actual spoken or written words.
Paraphrase of another person's spoken or written words. These guidelines are from the IU Code of Student Rights, Responsibilities, and Conduct. All students are required to follow them.